Yeah, it's been awesome. Obviously, watching him when I was back in college, seeing all the great things he was doing, not being able to go out here and be on the same field with him, same huddle, it's really cool to see.
Do you pick up things that he does? I know you're in different positions, but just the way he operates on the field, what he does in pass protection, maybe.
Yeah, he was one of the first people I was talking to when I first got here, and he was just giving me, some of the tips that he went by, and then, just seeing the way he moves too. I think we kind of move in a similar way, so being able to implement that in my game.
How much more comfortable are you feeling now after a couple weeks of being on the field and in the offense?
Yeah, I'm feeling more and more comfortable each week, to be honest, and keep getting into this playbook and keep studying and going out there and executing it. So, obviously I've only had minimal practices, so being able to go out there and, run through it.
Couldn't help but notice you're going back to the Sunshine State this weekend. Does that produce a little more, excitement? Yeah, friends, family coming out?
No, for sure. I definitely got a few friends coming out there, going to school in Florida. And then, obviously there's no seasons out there, so it's going to be hot. We're ready to go, though. I'm used to it.
It's been like having Christian back in practice.
It's been amazing. It's been amazing. Obviously, he's, one of our key players on the team and, extremely talented. So, I'm excited to see him back out there.
How do you feel about the chemistry that you're developing with Brock right now?
Yeah, it's getting better and better. Each practice, the more reps we get in, the better timing our stuff's going to get. So, you can kind of see it after 2 weeks of practices, and then it's going to keep improving.
How long does it typically take for a quarterback and a receiver to get on the same page? Is it a week, 2 weeks, a month? What's typical?
I don't really know the exact answer to that. I think it's just more getting the feel of each other. I'm in a unique situation where I missed training camp and the first few weeks, so just trying to make up for that time that we lost.
Ricky, what's the next step for you? Going from your first game to your second game. I'm sure you made strides in that game. What's next for you as far as where you take your game?
Yeah, continuing to just be myself. I look at myself as a big playmaker. So when those opportunities come up, go out there and execute, make the play, and create an impact on the game.
Kind of a follow-up to that question. The first game was more of a load than you expected. The second game, you expected what was coming. Now you're in the third game. Do you kind of feel pretty settled in being able to kind of play your game within this system now?
Yeah, for sure. I think just at least from the first game to the second game, I already felt a lot more comfortable being out there. I think I was moving faster, being in the system a little bit longer and having some practices under my belt. So I think that's just going to continue to improve. I'm going to continue to get faster and faster and continue to get more uncomfortable out there.
Was the bye a good thing for you, or was it kind of like, man, I'm just getting started here?
Yeah, it was a little bit of both. It was good to go back to Arizona and see my family, but, I've only had 2 games, so, I'm trying to get in a groove.
Just a hell of a football player. Great to have him in huddle this week, last week a little bit. So, yeah, just excited to it was really fun. We got him at the trade deadline just, yesterday, kind of feels like, and he's back with us in the huddle. It's wonderful.
It's almost like it was the last time that.
Yeah, I know. It's just anytime you can have a player of that caliber come back and not just like his talent level, but just kind of what he brings to the field and the team with his energy and the playmaking ability stuff. It's just got a whole new level of energy that we're going to have out there.
Does it just boost the confidence level of the team? You see him bouncing out there?
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah. I mean, when it was fun. Yeah, yesterday in the huddle, it's McCaffrey, Juice, Jawan, Debo, myself. It's fun when everyone is just in the huddle together.
Coming off the bye week, does the team feel a little bit more energized and recharged, so to speak?
Oh, I think definitely there is a sense of when you don't have to get play on Sunday and get hit. You definitely bounce back with a little bit more energy, and I would say that the team is feeling very good. I think guys were flying around yesterday, and just looking forward to having a good practice today.
You've dealt with injury before, so just being around Christian as he's going through this, did you give him support while he was making his way back?
Yeah, I mean, just tried to be there for him as much as you wanted to be. He's like he's dealing with it himself, and if he asks for help, I think the entire team's here to help him. And but he's got a lot of options, other things that he can do. So he was in a good headspace, and it was more just, hey man, missing football games is tough. It's not very fun, and so being able to just be there for him in terms of that, I think a lot of guys reached out to him, and I think he's just really, really ready to go.
George, they played in Kansas City Monday night into overtime. The defense played 83 snaps. It's a lot.
It is.
I mean, not like you do anything different, but is it a good, is it a nice feeling to know they might be, somewhat of a disadvantage due to their schedule?
Yes and no. I mean, when you play on Monday night and you have a long flight and they probably got home late on Tuesday, they're behind on Tuesday, whether it's their game plan or whatever they're doing. we might be a little bit ahead of them, but I mean, I think they'll be rested up and ready to go. They have a bye next week. I know that, so I would assume that their coach is saying, hey, this last game of our season, give it everything you got, empty the tank, whatever you've got left, and then we'll take care of you next week on the bye. And I also think, too, they're a little bit on a losing streak, and they started the season off hot, and I don't think they're where they want to be. So I think it's going to be a really, really good football game because both teams are, I think, better than what their records are, and both teams are really, really need this win.
I don't assume you ever match up with Vita Vea, but
I have before. It's fun.
have you?
Yeah.
I was gonna. Okay, well that cannot be fun.
It's not. He's really good at football. He's a massive human, really strong, very fast, quick and agile for his size. Brings energy for the whole defense. And yes, I have ran into him before. I bounced off. It was great. Maybe get my pad level down. I don't know if that would help at all, though.